Welcome to Coach's Corner. I believe we're live. I don't know all the time anymore. We are definitely
live.
Did that hurt? No.
You're live.
You're live. John, congratulations. Just a completely dominant win on both sides of the ball. I mean, defensively, their first drive was probably their best drive, and after that.
Yeah, I think they had 74 total yards.
Wow.
Coach HT, Coach Deej, Coach Margera did a really good job preparing the kids, and we're getting better. You know, like I said, we got some youth in spots, and they're taking big steps each week. So, we did a good job holding them in check.
So I think that TJ on one run had more offense than they did. Didn't he have like close to a 75-yard run?
Yeah, 70, I think.
It was 70?
I think it was
towards
close
the
to
end,
70.
right? It was our fourth score.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ran for 207.
Yeah, jeez.
He had some good lanes to run through. Our line did a nice job.
Our line did a great. They were fantastic.
Yeah.
And it seemed to me, especially on the defensive side of the ball, that you were moving people in and out for the whole game.
Rotations.
Yeah.
Yeah, we usually play two guys at every position in offense and defense. And then obviously as we got ahead 4 scores, we started getting some of our other guys in too, which was good. But we maintained our energy, which I was happy with, even the guys going in. You know, scoreboard games out of hand, but our kids kept playing, which I thought was really, we played with great energy through the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
But once again, it's that 14-point thing. You know, we
Yeah,
wanted to make sure we had the 14
were watching
points.
that.
So
We were watching
you
that.
kind of have to be up. You have to
Yeah.
be up by 4 to feel comfortable. You have to be up by 4 touchdowns to feel
you're
comfortable.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So which we did.
Yeah.
But when it was 20, was it 20-6 or did they close it to 28-6?
No,
I think 28-6.
no, it was 20-6.
It was?
And then he scored on that long run.
That made it 28.
And that made it a little bit more comfortable.
Right
there.
I was still nervous at 34-6 and saying, if we give up 2 touchdowns after the guys come out.
Well, offensively, they didn't have any. They didn't even get close offensively.
No,
Remember, we were trying to determine if they got into our side of the field.
I don't know if they did.
I don't think they
I don't know if
did.
They did. They were
The only
close
time-
on that fumble. They
But
fumbled right in midfield.
I watched it today.
Oh,
They
you
were
did?
on the 45-yard line.
Yeah.
So they didn't
I don't
get
think
into
they
it.
did.
I don't think they did either. What I like too is some of the kids that aren't always in there.
Number 3.
Number
Yeah,
3,
Baldor.
Baldor. I mean, he had a good game
He
too.
did
Couple
offensive
of
and
good runs.
defensively.
We must have run for 300 yards.
We ran for 330 and threw
Wow.
for 90.
Wow.
So we had 420 and they had 74. Yeah, it was
Wow.
a big difference.
I guess.
So
I guess.
yeah, I mean, we had a lot of different kids touch the ball, which was good.
Yeah.
Some of the things offensively that you have an idea of what your offense looks like going into the season, and early on, you can't really expand until you get good at what you're doing.
Yeah.
So the other night, we were able
You got
to
to see
expand
where
it a
you
little bit.
are
Yeah.
before you see where you want to go.
Yeah, and you don't want to add plays if the ones you have in you're not really clicking on. So the other night, we were able to get some of the things we've been practicing, but we really hadn't called. We were able to get in, which was nice. So now, we took a step in terms of what we're comfortable with in games, which was nice.
So, Coach, you practiced. You had a good week of practice, obviously. Did you have a good feeling coming into the game that you guys would? No, seriously, I mean, you must have an idea that it was a good week of practice. I've done everything I can do. We should be able to take this game. What does your gut tell you?
It's a good question.
Thank you.
I mean, we have you're dealing with teenagers, so you never know. I'm always confident in the kids. I feel like we compete with anybody. So I'm always confident in what we can do. You're nervous about if we're gonna show up and bring our energy, which I was really pleased with that after the game. Like I said, coming off the St. John's win, were we gonna? I'm sure everybody's telling us how good we are. You're never as good as you think you are. You're never as bad as you think. So.
You want to keep that even.
It was a good test of our kids and our program with how we were going to respond. And we stress to them, it's like, it's got to get better every week. And again, I know it's cliche, but that's what you want to strive to do. You want to get better. And we did. last week. We got better from.
Just one follow-up question. So, like, I was talking to one of the guys before the game, before our show tonight, and, you know, nobody really thought that Shrewsbury was going to be as good as they possibly could be. So you have the opportunity to make this a very special season. Really, I mean, you know,
Just a little
going,
pressure.
yeah, no, it's no pressure at all. No, really, because they're not going to see you coming, and so far, I mean, it's been golden.
Yeah, so far. You're only as good as your next week, right?
That's true.
That's right.
Your next
Very
play.
true.
Exactly.
Very, very true.
Exactly.
TJ, our line is doing a fantastic job, but some of those holes, I mean, even Billy might have been able to get a few yards. No, you don't think so, Bobby?
You would have been tripped up.
Well, you said a few.
Yeah, a few.
Yeah.
If you fall forward, you might have got it.
Yeah.
I could have given them all 15 yards and still beat them in 100.
Yeah, right.
He's just playing fantastic. In my opinion, he has something that you can't teach. It's something that's in here.
We've seen it before.
Yeah,
in
we have
some
seen
of
it
the
before.
other kids.
Yeah, absolutely, we
You know,
have
it's
in years
toughness.
past. It is. It's his toughness and it's almost like, you know, all right, come on, boys, let's go. I'm taking you in. Come on.
Who was the lacrosse player we had a few years ago?
Chris
Yeah,
Campbell.
CC.
Chris Campbell.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, he had it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, the great thing about whether it's Chris or TJ, they lead by example. You know,
Yes.
TJ
Yes.
doesn't say much. He lets us play, do the talking. He's an outstanding leader. Yeah, he's, you can depend on him,
Yeah.
you know, 100%. And, yeah, we're lucky to have him on our team.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And Vince Aquari got his first points
Yeah.
as a varsity player.
Yeah, on the two-point conversion.
Yeah, right.
That was a good play. You should have heard. I know you don't watch us, but we were like, "Wow, I like that play." We're all going, "Yeah, that was a good
That
play."
was a nice pass to him.
Yeah, it was-
And the fourth down rollout was a good play too, giving TJ the option, and didn't on the 2-point conversion, Nickerson.
Oh, yeah.
He made a great play.
I love that.
Well,
I
that's
love
one
that
of the
kid.
thing I talked about with
Really
us
do.
expanding, you know, our offense.
Yeah.
That's an
Yeah.
example of,
Very
you know,
nice
we've been
catch.
practicing that for a little bit, and he moved from tight end to split end just 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So we've been trying to get that element in a little bit. So it was nice to get
It
that
gives
in.
you such an
Good
athlete.
hands, good
out
speed.
Yeah.
there. Yeah, he's got great
Yeah,
speed,
good
great
athlete.
hands. He's got-
Very good athlete.
I mean, if I remember, he had to reach
Yeah.
for the ball. I mean, it was like he grabbed it with one hand and just went like this.
Yeah.
It-
And he's doing really good things for us on defense. We're proud of him. Just his, you know, his effort and his attitude have been awesome.
Great.
That's
So-
that is good.
Yeah.
That is
You know,
good.
after taking a year off, coming back, you
Yeah.
weren't sure how he was going to reacclimate.
Yeah, yeah.
I even saw a couple of screen passes, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice
Yeah.
ones.
Bobby, your favorite.
I know, I
Yep.
love those.
I
I
love
don't know
those
why.
screen passes. Yeah, Owen,
Yeah.
I was watching that too. Owen tripped over the
35
33-yard
yard
line,
line,
yeah. Was he trying to cut? And then I kind of made fun of him saying, "Oh, he tripped over the 33-yard line," and then he was down. I went,
Yeah.
"Oh my God!"
Yeah.
But I think Billy kind of called it. I think, did he just get the air knocked out of him, the wind knocked out?
I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, it was something,
came
I
out,
think he
yeah.
got a helmet in the back. That was coming back to me.
okay.
Yeah, I barely remember because I was just, when he was coming off, I just making sure it wasn't his knee.
Yeah.
Once I knew it was his knee, I kind of.
I felt bad, and then he got up and started walking. I said, "Oh, his legs
I didn't see
okay."
Walter go for his knee at all,
Yeah.
didn't do any examinations or anything, so I said, he's got his wind knocked out of him.
Yeah.
How do did we come out healthy?
For the most part, yeah, we got a couple of guys with some bumps and bruises. We still need to.
We're in game 4. That's
Yeah.
when it starts,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. I think overall we're pretty much intact, but yeah, we'll see. It's still, you know, we need some guys to get evaluated tomorrow. So
How did the JVs do?
JV's 120-0.
Oh, nice.
That's
Yeah.
good.
So they had a 20-0 lead at the break.
So what are they? 1 and 2?
Yeah, 1
Okay.
and 2.
Do we only have one JV team?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the tricky part every week. Some teams have 3. Some teams have 3 teams. Some teams have 2.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we have 2 at the moment. So
Do we have many juniors going down and playing?
it kind of depends. We have some.
Yeah.
The game with Acton, it was very much an even match grade-wise, so we didn't really have many.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
a couple. You know, against the St. John's, we played their middle team. so we sent
So
a
they
few
have
more
some
down.
juniors, yeah.
Yeah, so
I
we
got
kind
it.
of gauge it,
Yep,
identify those kids that could go down, or, in some cases, they're not necessarily needed, so just trying to get as many kids playing as we can.
now Algonquin, we got Algonquin next week, and,
This week.
yeah, this week, and from what I'm hearing, they lost their quarterback and a running back,
Mhm. Yeah.
tough.
For the year?
Yeah,
I can tell-
Broken leg. I
Yeah, but I can
He's
tell
got-
you this,
he's
I've
got a-
seen them on film, and
they're good.
they're, I mean, this program's beat us 2 of the last 3
Yep.
years.
Yep, they are gonna be tough.
And
They're gonna
they're,
be tough.
I have a lot of respect for their line play on both sides. Very well disciplined, well coached, scrappy. They're not going to give you an inch. I mean, we went there last year and they took it to us.
Yeah, they
We
did
got up
take it
early.
to
We
us.
clawed back, but wasn't enough. So, it's going to be a big challenge. I know they have those kids out, but I think they're so strong on the line of scrimmage that if you're strong on the line of scrimmage, you
Yeah.
got a game. So
I feel bad. Is the quarterback a senior?
I don't know.
He
I-
broke his collarbone,
Yeah.
right? I mean, that could potentially be season ending,
Yeah.
right? And the other
Right,
kid
right,
did
is.
something with his leg?
Yeah, broken leg.
Ah,
Yeah, you don't want to see any kid
No,
experience that.
no.
Yeah, so
Awful.
tough break.
The one good thing though, Coach, that I've seen over the last several years is that we always tend to play Algonquin better at home than we do going over there. They're really tough when they're
because you can't
when
see
they're
over
home.
there.
can't
Yeah,
see
that's
anything
true. We
over
can't.
there.
It's very tough. You're right, Bobby.
We
Lights
played a
over
game
there.
in
You know what I got upset
Sus.
about? The active Boxborough band playing, when you had the ball.
Yeah.
You're calling,
did get
I mean,
upset.
you're over the center, and they're pounding their drums.
I think that's illegal.
Yeah,
I think
that
it is.
I thought it was.
All right, we're gonna take a break. This is our new cue. The music comes on.
Yeah.
and it's like Liz saying, "Shut up, John." We'll be right back with some kids.
Oh, yeah.
All right, welcome back here for the second half of the show. Joining us for this, I think it's the first time for all of you, right, on the show? I don't recognize any faces, and without their numbers.
Helmets, yeah.
Tom says his name, and we went, oh, 38! He did, he had a great game. So that's Don Vinciulla. Sitting next to him is Joey Rotolo, and over here is Jack Van Beekom. Congratulations, kids. That was, I told you out in the lobby, it was a great win. We really dominated them. So, lineman,
Sir.
defensive back.
Yep.
You play offense too?
Wide receiver, yeah.
Wide receiver, and you're a lineman, linebacker,
Linebacker and lineman.
and lineman, yep. Coach, why don't you talk a little bit about each
Yeah,
one?
this was our Hard Hat Award winner last week, so we give
Nice.
out 3 awards a week, one now the hardest working, so.
When do you get after the game or during the week?
It's during the week, it's not from the game, it's a week of practice, we do it on
Nice.
Thursdays, kids
Nice.
vote,
Nice,
kids vote.
Oh, that's
So they
cool.
voted Joey last week,
nice, Joey.
And,
Congratulations.
and he responded with a little bit more playing time.
Yeah.
He got a little bit more playing time this week, and he recovered a fumble. He played.
Oh, it was you that
It
recovered
was
that
me,
fumble?
yeah.
And
We didn't even see the ball come out.
No, all of a sudden the. ref
All of a
was
sudden, the
going
referee, one of our defensive backs was going like this, and I said, oh, they must have fumbled it, we couldn't even see it.
Yeah,
so.
it was a bad snap, and then I just kind of saw it, open field, huge hole in the line, and I just ran through and grabbed it.
Nice.
Nice.
Should have picked it up and ran.
That's what I was thinking. I've been saying that ever since. I watched the film after.
Yeah,
and I
you
was
don't
like-
get it, you don't
I
get a
watched the
chance
film
to
after,
do
and I
it.
was like, oh, I pick it up, I probably dropped that ball. There was one guy right in front of me, there was another guy to my left, and I was like, well,
Well, we sure had it.
got the ball back.
There was another, I'm sorry, we didn't mean to interrupt, but, it was so close on the screen pass.
oh, Carroll.
Oh,
I asked him today. I said, "How come you didn't pick the thing?"
I know.
He said he was too exhausted.
All three of us were like, oh my God, I love it when those big guys get an interception.
On that series, he sniffed out a screen for an 8-yard loss,
Yeah,
and then 2
I
plays
remember.
later he batted it down.
Yeah.
He does really good
Pretty
things for
good.
us.
All right, so I'm sorry, go ahead.
So Joey's played a couple of years for us. He's been in the rotation each of the last 2 years. So we're trying to, like I say, it's a big step for him last week, and hopefully we'll get more reps from him as the season goes. Dom, as you said, plays DB and receiver. Probably more time on defense. Saw a lot of time on defense last year. Incredibly dependable kid. Simon sound, fundamentally sound, totally trustworthy, and he's performed well. Jack plays obviously linebacker and guard. He gets in the mix on defense, gets in the rotation on defense, and gives us some depth on offense. And this is year what for you playing?
This is my second year.
This is second year playing for us. I thought it was third, but just
No, just
second.
two.
The COVID thing throws me off.
No.
Yeah.
So being a second year player, he's done some really good things for us, and I think all these guys
When
have
you say second year player, you mean second year varsity player?
second year of football.
Second year football.
Oh, you didn't
Never.
play?
Never.
No.
I've been a hockey kid my whole life, and I've always wanted to play football, but when you're younger, hockey and football's at the same time. My parents are like, you got to choose one, so I was kind of just rolling with hockey for a while. And then,
Do you play on the hockey team
I
at
do,
high school too?
yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
and when junior year came around, I got an email from coach saying that someone recommended me to play, and I was like, better late than never. So I just signed up and played, and it's been pretty fun.
We
so
gave him a
far.
full scholarship.
I know, you have a lot of those to hand out
That's
every
right,
year,
yeah.
don't you?
Unlimited. They call it property tax dollars.
Yeah, that's right. We pay for that scholarship.
Pay for that.
Are you happy you made the decision?
Oh yeah, 100%. It's been a blast. I've only been on this team for like a short amount of time, and it's felt like I've been here like a long time. Like the captains have been really like supportive with me, and like they've been helping me out. Cooper, I'm behind him right now on defense, and he's been teaching me everything he knows. And obviously, I'm gonna listen to him because he's one hell of a dude. So
Yeah.
it's great to be on this team.
That's
Nice,
awesome.
nice.
Don played great this week.
Thank
You
you.
really did. We stuck out to us.
Yeah,
Bobby.
well, first we had trouble pronouncing your name.
Yeah.
But once we got that, then we pronounced it many times during the game.
Vinciulla, that's what
Vinciulla.
yeah, but that's what the announcer was saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Vinciulla.
But we said it right after
Yeah,
a while.
we did.
How many different versions have you had in your life?
Oh.
Yeah,
Vinciulla, Vinciulla.
I feel your pain.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now, how long have you guys been playing football?
Personally, I've been playing, it's my 11th season. So
So you started,
Yeah, you really are.
you
7
started
years old,
with,
yeah.
probably not, it wasn't AYF, it was probably.
Pop Warner.
Pop Warner?
Pop Warner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to play in Ashland for a couple of years.
Oh, okay,
came
so you
to-
moved into town.
So I've always lived in the area, but I played out there because my dad works out there.
Gotcha.
I came here in the 4th grade, played for our AYF team, and then it's been Shrewsbury ever since.
So I started my freshman year, and once I started, I never even thought about anything else. I could probably say that football has probably changed my life more than anything else in the 4 short years I've been playing.
That's awesome, I love hearing that. I do, I love hearing that. Why didn't you play before that? Was there a reason?
I was
Did your mother not want you to get hurt? I mean, there's always different reasons, or was it you were too big?
So I kind of just, well, this is part of that. So I kind of just when I was younger, I was a lazy kid. I would sit at home and play video games all the time. And then going into high school, I was like, I'm a pretty big kid. Maybe I could put some real use to it. And then that summer I was like, you know what, I'm going to play football. And then a lot of change came from that.
Nice.
That's awesome. I love those kinds of stories.
Yeah, it's cool.
You know, it's good. I love the kids that play all through too, but, you know, to hear him say that it changed his life, I mean, that's
cool.
see that? 4 years, that's you.
Yeah. Us.
I know. All right, how about Algonquin? I know they've suffered a couple of injuries, but what do they bring to the table? Let's start defensively. What do they do?
They're an even front. I mean, the same as last year. Mainly a one high safety look. Physical, fast. I mean, they're
4-4-3?
4-4. Yep, 4-4
Yeah.
cover 3,
Yeah.
4 for cover 1. Their sideline to sideline speed's very good. And as I said earlier, they're, you know, between the tackles, they're tough, physical, well coached. So yeah, we you know, it's gonna be a challenge. They're you know, I think they shut out Doherty, which I know Doherty's not as strong this year, but they're still Doherty.
Yeah.
They still got a lot of kids, a lot of
Still
talent.
inner city kids, that's right.
Yeah, they
Big
shut them out
kids.
20-0. And then they played Hopkinton, a really close competitive game with Hopkinton. They lost, I think, by 4. And then Catholic Memorial.
Who's the #1 team in the
Yeah,
state?
and it was a couple of turnovers by Algonquin early, got them behind, which didn't help in the game. But it was actually a lot more competitive game than the score might indicate.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, on defense they're going to be competitive and tough and well coached, and then on offense they do a lot of different things. So we've got a lot of looks to prepare for, and we don't quite know, you know, what they're going to live in. So, you know, we got to have the kids ready for a lot of different stuff.
I mean, if you don't know who the main running back is and the quarterback, they both got injured, by the way, for the people at home that don't know that. And they're going to be out for a while. I feel bad for seniors that get hurt like that. It's tough. Even though they're a competitor and, you know, a so-called rival, you know, it seems like the fans anyways always get amped up for Algonquin.
Yeah, always a tough battle.
It is, it's always a battle.
Yeah.
Out there, like you said, it's worse because you can't see anything.
Yeah, you can't see. You don't even know who's winning. You gotta look at the scoreboard. For some reason, the lighting is not good over there.
No, it isn't. And it's homecoming, homecoming
Yeah.
this week. The game is at 6 o'clock.
on Saturday.
So everybody out there, it's at 6, not, originally it was at
No,
7.
I think it's been at 6 the whole time.
Oh,
has
has
it?
But emphasis on Saturday. It's on Saturday.
Saturday,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I ask this every year, and you guys just happen to be the lucky ones that are on. How do you, when I played, we played on Saturday all the time. We didn't play any night.
Well, we had a
Once
couple
in a
when I
while,
played, yeah, we had a couple.
But does it change you guys?
I don't really think so. We coach. He gave us a rest day yesterday, so we're trying to keep that 5-day schedule.
Oh, okay.
So we're really running practice and like our tempo really like any other week. If it's Saturday, it's Saturday. It doesn't really matter to us. It's just another game on the schedule.
Yeah. Do you guys feel that way too? I just think sometimes it screws things up. You know, you're not in school all day. You know, you're kind of at home, kind of waiting for the game to go. I just didn't know if it bothered you.
We'll be fresher. Don't have to sit in school all day long.
So
Get to
what are you
relax at
telling me?
home.
What are you telling me, Joe? You're gonna sleep till noon?
Get time to get the water in.
You'll be what?
Get time to get the water in.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So, is there anything I think we asked? Is there anything special going on for homecoming? I know you guys have the colors, right? The classes, and
Yeah.
do you still do that?
Yeah.
Do you still have the competitions like on Friday and?
Yeah, we're in Spirit Week right now. It's like all these like today was Adam Sandler Day, so everyone's dressing like Adam Sandler with baggy like clothes down to like their ankles and stuff. It's pretty funny.
Gilmore, yeah.
Yeah, Happy Gilmore. We had some people in some Bruins shirts, so it's pretty fun to see.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. What else do you do? Do you still have the competition between the classes?
Yeah, the class cup. Pretty sure there's a couple events. We have our like big rally at the end. That's the big stuff. Like we're gonna have a tug of war between classes.
Yeah.
That's
When
really
is that?
exciting for
Is
people
that
like
Friday?
me.
Yeah,
That Friday.
That's Friday.
Who's the, you guys favored? Seniors? No.
I mean,
Did
people
you,
like this.
who won last year when you were juniors?
The senior class,
Yeah.
one took it
I
home
mean,
last year.
being a senior,
It was.
they have a lot of drive to win it in their last year, so
Yeah, right.
it's kind of hard to compete with that.
Well, you have that drive this year.
Yeah.
That's right, that's right. I know it's very early in the whole phase of college and stuff, but we only got a few minutes left. This half hour goes by so fast. Are you thinking about college? You know, have you started that process? As long as senioritis hasn't set in yet, it's a little early for that.
Yeah, I've been thinking about going into a trade school right after high school
good for
because
you.
that's what my dad's been doing pretty much his whole life, and I can't really see myself going to another 4-year college or like sitting at a computer all day. And I think working with my hands and doing stuff like that could be good for me.
What does your father do?
HVAC for
Oh,
JJ
nice.
Buffaro out in Worcester.
Those guys are gonna be millionaires someday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm-
plumbers, builders,
Electricians,
electricians,
that's what- yeah, that's
they're
what I'm-
gazillionaires. How about you, Tom?
Kind of on the contrary, I'm trying to go into the field of software engineering.
Oh,
so
okay.
kind of putting myself in front of a computer all day. But,
There you go.
Hey,
You know.
everybody's different. God made everybody different,
Yeah.
so.
So when your computer's not working, you get called Jack.
And then I will pay him back by fixing his AC.
So at least we'll be sweating.
Exactly, yeah.
Do you know where you want to go? Is there anything in the forefront of your mind, like WPI or?
WPI is on there. Right now looking at Rochester Institute of Technology.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Um,
IT, good school.
Yeah, Rensselaer Polytechnic
Yeah,
Institute,
yeah,
also
another
out in
good
New
one.
York. And then, like you said, WPI, Wentworth and Boston.
Yeah.
But you know, the
I'm
bigger tech
sorry
schools.
for your parents.
Yeah.
All those schools.
Yeah,
How about
they
you,
are.
Joe?
I've been looking at colleges. I know I want to stay in state. The question of whether I want to play or not in college is a big thing. It's going in and out of my head. Like, because if I do want to play and continue, because I do love the sport, it cuts down a lot of options of where I want to go and do that.
Yeah.
So I haven't really. The whole college thing is very much like open to me. Like,
Yeah,
I'm still.
that's good.
My
It's
opinion
early.
changes every day.
Yeah.
I understand, it's early.
Yeah.
It's, and I talk about this to the kids all the time, and John knows this too, because he played in college. It's different in college. It's, you know, in high school, you're with your friends, they're all your buddies, you grew up with them, you played football with them for 11 years, or hockey with them, you know, and then you go off to college and you're really playing for that guy's job. John's gonna have a job at Shrewsbury even if he stops coaching football, because he's within the school. This guy is a football coach, and if you stink, he's gonna go. So it's different in college, but you'll make the right decision. I always tell the kids, make the decision that's right for you, you know? Oh my God, so fast.
Really.
You guys did a great job for the first time on, excellent. Good luck this week.
Thank you.
Go get them, and make sure you win on Friday, okay? I don't wanna get.
Yeah,
That's Saturday.
Saturday.
No, I'm
Senior-
talking about seniors. They're gonna win.
Saturday.
I got you.
Going on Saturday, that's a foregone conclusion that I want to win on Saturday. All right, we'll see you next time on Coach's Corner.